afternoon. I'm not even sure what time it is, but this is going to be really quick, so quick that I'm having to start rolling. I'm just running to the shop. Starting the rolling process while I'm coming down the stairs. Oh great, look, I've got another roll of fabric. Just freshly delivered. Right, so here we are. Here we are. Right, so I've just, you might feel my energy coming through as I'm on the warpath. Right, so this new Doctor Who, they're promoting him as a Scotsman. I was listening to the football yesterday, and the first bullet head was the new Doctor Who is Scottish actor. And I'm thinking, Scottish? The man's blacker than me, straight out of Africa, from Rwanda. Right, but this is how the deception, because you're listening to the radio and they're not showing you any pictures, obviously. So this is why we do our own research. And then in the second bulletin, because it was so damn ridiculous, this BBC, they said Scottish Rwandan actor. Right, so I'm surprised Facebook hasn't unleashed a 30-day ban as yet. Maybe it might be incoming later on. But I took the liberty of taking a screenshot and posting that on Twitter as well. And this is going to be my most controversial video. And maybe YouTube might not allow me to upload it. But nevertheless, I'm going to say what I have to say. So I will put the link in the description so you can see what I'm talking about. So they've got the picture of this actor who has been elevated to success. I don't watch TV. I gave that up more than 20 years ago. When Big Brother, the first series of Big Brother was being aired, not because of what was on TV, but so that I was more into sports anyway. But so that I wasn't a slave to the box. So I could move around at will. So for example, now I'm on the road going shopping. If there was some program on that I wanted to watch, yes, I know they have the technology and you can record and watch, but for example with sport I like to watch live or not at all. I don't do highlights. So if I was a slave to the box and there was some program on that I wanted to watch right now, I would have to wait until it's finished before I can go to the shop, before I can set about my daily tasks. So that was the reason why, because of course I'm into self-development. So self-development means that you are not a slave to anything. And speaking of slavery, whatever, at the moment it is black people are the in thing as regards TV shows and whatever. So for example, there was a Black Anne Boleyn, and I've noticed they've got the first black, I don't even know what it is, it'll come to me in a second. But they've got a black actress playing a traditionally white role, but I can't remember at the top of my head what it is. But it would be the equivalent of a black person playing Snow White, let's call it that. Right, so I mean, you know, when you can see plainly what's going on. So for example, you've got these black sportsmen, black rappers, black actors wearing dresses, dressing like women, and you've got these idiots who have been so programmed to believe that it's okay. Everybody should be able to be themselves. We can be exactly who we are, no problem, and all of that. Now, I look at it like this. For example, with me looking after my sister, people have dished out the most stupid advice to me, such as, why don't you let the council give you more suitable accommodation, and then you can have your own room. And I would say to them, why would I want my own room when I've got my own flat? You see, some people don't think. I'm not sort of elevating myself above others in saying that. But sometimes, like I said, I gave up TV for those reasons. But I chose wisely because, alright, so had I continued with people who watch TV and watch it religiously, sort of like for company, won't get where I'm coming from because they're programmed, right? But it is the equivalent of being able to see a golf ball the same size as a football. You see the agenda straight away. Now, for me, I despair every time I see something like, in fact, it's embarrassing. So they've got a queer black man in the role of Doctor Who. And I know that there will be many who view it as progress, because they've been programmed to regard such things as progress. Back in the day when I first joined Facebook, I always used to get into arguments with Africans, you know, about skin, race and skin, where people are talking about being proud of their skin. And for me, your skin, you didn't have that say in your skin color. You didn't choose your skin color, and that was my argument. So what are you taking pride for in something that you had no say in generating? Well, you know, that sort of thing. You take pride in the things that you create for yourself. So in this situation now, you could call it reflected glory. So they're putting all these black people on the TV and front of house, you know, the men wearing dresses, etc. And that's what, there was a time when little boys used to watch cowboys and Indians, and that's what they used to play. Now they've got drag queens on TV, so is that what they do instead? You know, if you imitate what you see. So I am gonna try and, you know, not go any deeper into this, leave you guys to fill in the dots and think of, well, it's not so much I'm trying to avoid getting a ban on YouTube or anything like that. It's not about that. I don't actually care, right? But I mean, the way, the way things are going, if your eyes are wide open, you can see it. And typically, I made the comment and said that because there's a picture with this new actor. I won't try to pronounce his name. The new Doctor Who. I won't try to pronounce his name. And he's standing there grinning like black and white minstrel. Actually, not black and white minstrel. You know, back in the 1930s and 40s when they used to have the black people playing the mammy and the butler and the servant, standing there grinning with Russell T Davies. And I made the comment that, or have I stated that perhaps this is how the ancestors who helped to sell off you know, people into slavery, that's the position that they adopted, with the slavers standing there grinning. Nothing changes. I have no animals in this zoo, but this is my planet. I live on this planet and I have a right to live in the manner that is best suited to me. And damned if I'm going to have anybody sabotaging it for me. This is why I am opening my mouth now and speaking, and why I've written what I wrote. I don't give a damn who takes offense. It is what it is. I see what I see where we are, and I see that we're not far off from where the powers that ought not to be want us to be. And typically they're using black people. Always use black people, because I'll leave you to fill in the blank. All right, take care. Bye.